second thing is realize that your purpose may be bigger than what you think it is. So you have these people you think you want to serve, you have this thing you think you want to do. And y'all, my whole career has been over the place. I've done wedding planning, I've been an executive assistant, I used to do security stuff, I was a bartender. And then now here I am. I do social media by day, and by night I'm writing a book, and I do brand ambassadorship, and I have this podcast. And it's like, what is happening? How did I've enlarged my territory bigger than I thought it would ever be? So please just really ask the universe, God, whoever you believe in, to see what's inside of you and figure out how to develop those gifts that are inside of you.
Hello, 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 and welcome to the MOMpreneur Success Podcast. We are so happy that you have decided to join us, and I am even more excited with our wonderful guest who is here. I'm going to give her an opportunity to tell us all about herself, her fabulous self. So, welcome.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. My name is Bree Nachelle. I am the host of the Fabulous Effery podcast. I am a writer and a digital media strategist. I adore Denise's energy. I believe that every mom can be a mompreneur. A little bit about myself. Additionally, I'm a mom of two boys, ages 14 and 20. I have enjoyed following them through their adulthood journey. It's stressful. And I believe that figuring out what my side hustle mama life was going to be is I had to really think about what life was going to look like when my kids leave my home. So I am excited to be here.
Awesome. Awesome. So great to have you. And as always, I'm going to jump right into it.
All right.
So, given your experience, your wealth of knowledge in the corporate world and just in the world, especially as a mom and as a mom entrepreneur, tell me, what 3 business success tips would you recommend for a mom who's just getting started and needs to grow that business to profitable? What are those 3 key things that will take them to the next level to profitable?
All right. So it's a lot of things, but the 3 biggies are: get clear on who you want to help. I don't like saying the word serve because I feel like as a mom, they treat us like we're supposed to serve everybody. And a lot of people have created businesses that are extension of their mama service, and they're not passionate about it. So who do you want to work with? Who is your ideal customer? What energizes you? What excites you? If you know that talking to the people from your church stresses you out, maybe that person from your church is not your ideal client. Thinking about I had to really get clear because at first I was like, I want to be a virtual assistant, y'all. And I'm an assistant during the day. And I was like, I could do this. I can work for people. People stress me out. I was picking people who had last minute deadlines, poor planning skills, and I didn't know the right questions to ask. And I was stressing myself out. So I realized that's not what I was supposed to be doing. I sat down one day and I just prayed and meditated and I got clear. My purpose was to help women use their voice. And my purpose is to help people get clear in their messaging. And I can't do that if I'm trying to pretend like I'm gonna be your executive assistant. So I had to leave things that were expected of me behind and step into a new territory that is frightening, is so scary, but I had to accept that my calling was bigger than what I was willing to do. But I mean, that's the second thing is realize that your purpose may be bigger than what you think it is. So you have these people you think you want to serve, you have this thing you think you want to do, and y'all, my whole career has been over the place. I've done wedding planning, I've been an executive assistant, I used to do security stuff, I was a bartender, and then now here I am. I do social media by day, and by night I'm writing a book, and I do brand ambassadorship, and I have this podcast. And it's like, what is happening? How did I've enlarged my territory bigger than I thought it would ever be? So please just really ask the universe, God, whoever you believe in, to see what's inside of you and figure out how to develop those gifts that are inside of you. Pay for the coach. I know you see some of these coaches. Pay for a reputable coach. If you have a person and you're like, this person, I'm drawn to this person's energy, this person can help me grow, trust that inner instinct in that gut, because that's the universe telling you that this is where you're supposed to be. Um, and then actually my final tip is to ask for help. Um, Denise and I were talking a little bit before we got started today about how she outsources part of her production. And a lot of people who podcast haven't gotten there yet because it's a control thing. I don't want anybody to see how bad I sound on, I listen to myself and I'm like, oh, I can't. Oh, this is what I sound like. Let me edit this myself. But after you start paying people to do the tasks that are not attached to your purpose, you really can be more productive in creating better content, growing your show, finding speaking engagements. It's people that will listen to you speak about the basic things that you didn't even know anyone else cared about. And it frees you up to say, hey, I'm going to have someone do my schedule. I'm going to have someone do my accounting. I have a friend who pays people just to look for speaking engagements for her. So if you open up your mouth and ask for help, you're going to be so much better off than you are now.
Wow, I love that. I love it. I
I think
love it.
that
I
was
love it.
3.
Yes, that was totally 3, but those were amazing 3s. The first one being, again, get clear on who it is you want to help. That's really important. That's the first thing, just period. You need to know who your audience is, because how are you going to know when you want to, who you need to be attracting? That's really key when success, marketing, all of that. It's like you can't just throw your net out there and just grab up everybody. You kind of have to really know. I think about that. So this might be aging myself, but when I went to college and studied marketing, that was the day and age when you just put it out there for everybody. You wanted mass appeal. You wanted everybody to be able to appeal to what it was you were offering. But it is so very different now. Now
Yes.
you want to niche as little, minute, like as small as you possibly can, to find your ideal client, because that person is going to resonate with what it is you are bringing to the table. And so I love that one for sure. The next one is my favorite by far. Your purpose. It may be bigger than you ever even imagine. And it's so 100% true. My journey in general, like I couldn't even tell you which career this is for me, but one thing that I have learned, that my purpose has never changed. My purpose has always remained the same. Now, what I do with it and how I have been directed to serve or to help with it, that's a different story.
Yes.
I have worked in the music industry. I have worked in education for over 20 years. And I'm doing something totally different, but it's all been surrounding, encouraging, educating, inspiring, motivating, all of that, regardless to what it is, whether I'm writing a song or playing a song or singing a song, whether I'm teaching a lesson, working with kids, because, in schools, they ain't there just to learn. They there to be loved. And they want to be heard, they want to be seen. So they need all those other pieces as well. And then, of course, now as a mom entrepreneur, and I see what I went through, like that's a big part of my why, not just my son and helping him, but I realized that, I don't want mom entrepreneurs who are out here starting this to go through what I went through. I can help you skip a few steps for sure, to get where you need to go. So that is awesome advice. I love that. And then last but not least, ask for help. Yeah, that's a muscle. I never realized that, because at least I don't perceive myself as, got to be in control kind of person. But really, I think that I'm more of a superwoman kind of person, always trying to do it all, and really evolving to that point, growing to that point of just knowing that, okay, there's like 16 million thousand things on your plate. It might be a better situation if you go ahead and have somebody else do it. And it's grown since then, because one thing that you don't want to do, and this is a bonus, y'all, don't spend so much time in your business doing the work versus working on your business.
Yes.
Because that's who you are as a business owner. You have to be able to work on the business to help it grow and scale and get to where it needs to be. But if you're spending so much time doing all the day-to-day tasks and in the business, you're gonna struggle. And no sense of being on a struggle bus.
Well, and it's just like home, like right now, everybody, I don't know when this is going to air, but, for right now, for me, it's the holidays.
Right.
And, you're in the house and you're looking at this menu you have to prepare for Christmas, and you have these gifts that need to be wrapped, and, the toilets that need to be cleaned.
Right.
And you're like, who's going to help me with this? And you know what? I sat down, I made a list. This is for child 1. This is for child 2. This is for me. And we're going to get these tasks together. But I think of all the years that I struggled by myself in silence when I had a husband. And, I wouldn't say anything to him because, he was doing whatever he was in the house doing. I'm in the house doing what I'm doing. And reality was I should have went in there and said, hey, it's Christmas. Right. Your mama coming. Right. Y'all need to come in here, get this kitchen together. Y'all need to come peel these potatoes. Whatever the task was, we all need to delegate. I think sometimes women are silent martyrs. Yes. We feel like we have to suffer in silence because we watch previous generations suffer in silence. Yeah. And that's just not normal. I released that generational attachment to me. I love my ancestors, but I also know that they want me to learn how to do better.
Yes. Yes, that is absolutely true. I like that. Releasing that generational attachment. I like that word better than some of the words that other people use that I won't speak. But I like that. And that's
playing
so
around
true.
with words, because you hear these words and then
they matter.
They matter. And it's like when you look at the definition and you feel that energy from words, I feel that. I see it as an attachment.
I believe in energy, and I believe that the words that we speak have energy. Mm-hmm. And what kind of energy do you want to bring? So that's why when you said that, I was like, oh, I like that. That is much better. So yeah, absolutely. And delegating. So cool. Yes, yes, yes. I so appreciate it. So more importantly, well, also important, I want to know how people can hear your podcast and find out more about what you do and how to get in contact with you, please.
You can find me on all forms of social media at Bree. You can also find me on baronessbree.com. It's links to my podcast, links to my workshops and speaking engagements that are coming up for 2022. So at Baroness Bree.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
We have so much in common. I love that. Boy moms, mine is 19. And so yes, that journey that they're on, that young adulting. Oh my gosh, so much fun.
It's a journey. And then we also met because we met at the She Podcast Arizona event. Yes. And so I'm so lucky to meet a fellow sister of color podcaster in real life.
Right. Exactly. That's real live, all the way live. And that was an awesome experience. So it was really good to see so many of us be there and just really represent. And I love the variety of different topics that we all address. Like, that's the beauty of it all. A lot of people, they kind of put things into a box. They have this idea of what a person or a people are like, or what they may look like, what they talk about, what they do, and, stereotypes, we'll use that word. So to see so many of us represent and have so many different topics that were all interesting and eclectic, and it was just the bomb. So, and I love your energy first and foremost.
Thank you. So, well, listen, I'm giving back what you're giving. So this is,
thank you.
I'm just so grateful for this opportunity. And I thank you for letting me come visit your show.
Not a problem. Thank you. And thank you so much if you're listening. I appreciate your support of the MOMpreneur Success Podcast. And we are so glad to have you here. Again, check us out. Every Monday, a new podcast airs, and we look forward to seeing you again. Go ahead and follow and make sure you leave a review. We appreciate your time. Have a great day. Thank you.